The Great Awakening Mission 2. Current resources: fuel 4, energy 5. Rules that can still be used throughout the campaign. Gather resources. This action can be undertaken by any unit in range of an objective that doesn't have any other enemy unit in range of the objective. The action is started at the end of the command phase and is completed at the beginning of your morale phase. Heal 1 shield energy or gain 1 fuel. Teleport strike. Place 1 unit into reserves. This unit can be deployed more than 9 inches away from any enemy unit in your reinforcement step. Instead of paying CP, this costs 2 resources: 2 fuel, 2 energy, or 1 of each. Mission 2. Firestorm. Attacker's deployment zone is 12 inches from the battlefield edge. Defender's deployment zone is 18 inches from the battlefield edge. Craftworld Zahai and Golden Fist's ultramarine successor chapter are the attackers. Necrons are the defenders. The attackers get 1 AdMech tech priest that does not fill a battlefield role and does not contribute to the attacker's PL. This tech priest still allows your army to be battle-forged. The Golden Fist player will control the tech priest. Search for the Firestorm cannon. This action can be performed by any unit in range of an objective that has no enemy units also in range of the objective. Each turn, only 1 unit may attempt the action per objective. The action is started at the end of the command phase and is completed at the beginning of the reinforcement step of your movement phase. On a 6-up, you find a Firestorm cannon part. If the action is undertaken by a tech priest, on a 2-up, a part of the Firestorm cannon is found. If a non-tech priest unit performs this action within 12 inches of a tech priest, add 1 to the dice roll. If the action is performed by a non-tech priest unit on the final battle round, add 1 to the dice roll. Any unit that undertakes this action can shoot in the following shooting phase, but has -1 to their ballistic skill. Deployment and objectives as follows. Objective 1 is in the center line and 12 inches from the attacker's battlefield edge. Objective 2 is in the center of the battlefield. Objective 3 and 4 are 18 inches apart from each other and 18 inches from the defender's deployment zone battlefield edge. Defenders win if the attackers fail to find all 4 parts of the Firestorm cannon. Attackers win if they find all 4 parts of the Firestorm cannon. The outcome of finding the Firestorm cannon parts are as follows. 1 to 2 parts. Firestorm rules may be used once. 3 parts. Firestorm rules may be used twice. 4 parts. Firestorm rules may be used for the rest of the campaign. Choose your own adventure choices for after the mission. The distress signal. A distress signal is heard from a neighboring system. Imperial forces are trapped in bunkers surrounded by Necrons. How do we proceed? 1. Ignore the signal. It could be a trap. 2. Go to the aid, but fire our new Firestorm cannon before going to the surface. This will use 2 fuel. 3. Go to their aid, but don't use the Firestorm cannon. 4. Other. See if the players come up with any other workable options. This will be decided by the GM. Outcome of these choices. Ignore the signal. It could be a trap. It wasn't a trap, but these forces will either be killed or turned to chaos. They could have been useful. Go to their aid, but fire our new Firestorm cannon before going to the surface. This will use 2 fuel and will damage the bunkers where the Imperial forces are hiding, but you will get to use the Firestorm's portion of the planetary strike rules. You may be able to save the units in the next mission and keep them as reinforcements. 3. Go to their aid, but don't use the Firestorm cannon. You may be able to save the units in the next mission and keep them as reinforcements. The bunkers remain undamaged. 4. Decided by the GM. As before, we continue to track MVP, Death's Tally, Crusade Points, and Most Deadly Tally. Now follows the Firestorm rules for reference.